All right, greetings everyone, and welcome to our special founders meeting in the SBC community. Hopefully you are doing fine, guys. I've been absent for the past 2 weeks, two sessions. Yeah, you all know that I was a little bit down health-wise, but now I'm strong. Yeah, I'm very, very strong now. So, how are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing fine, and we are waxing stronger and stronger every day. Today's another wonderful day. Of course, you know that when we meet here like this, we discuss the happenings in our community. You don't expect Q&A today. Of course, and moving forward, you don't expect that anymore. There is a new way of doing things. The admin announced that last week or last 2 weeks. So the admin is going to discuss some of the happenings in our community. And if you have some questions, you know where to go. All right. So guys, I'm just going to hand over the mic to the admin. Greetings to you, admin.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you, Mbe, and welcome back. I was struggling. my account's not the same as yours, so I had to pop back and forth between admitting members and doing the meeting. So, all right. So, welcome everyone to our founders meeting. It's May 15th, 2024. It's a beautiful Wednesday in most part of the world. In some of our members, it's already Thursday. But we are going to go over a couple of items today. I have a list of updates about the app, the change of the website name, the up and coming swap, updates on the share program, some notices for the tiers. We're going to go over SBC Gold. There's a blog that I posted a couple of days ago. We'll go over that. And we're going to address the cash centers and some of the challenges that we've had with getting payments in and some of the things that I've been seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we're going to go through the usual updates. So I think it's showing. All right. So here's our lovely dashboard. Now, as you can see at the top of the screen, it says sbccoins.io, but the tags on the tab still say Kringle Cash. We'll get that fixed today. There's a couple little issues with hard-coded Kringle.cash stuff throughout the website. As you may or may not know, there's been several developers over the course of the last 6 years or so that have touched our website. And the one that we have with us right now has actually been one of the longest standing guys with us. But even he doesn't know where all the corners of the website are that has issues. So he's working on fixing those. Please be patient. We will get all that stuff fixed up real soon here. If you have any saved links in your browsers, you need to update them to sbccoins.io. If you have a saved password, you can go into your browser and it can tell you what your saved password is so that you can change that, or you can copy and paste the information into the new website or the new domain. As far as the website goes, nothing has changed. It's the same website. We are the same, organization. Nothing really changed. We're just abandoning Kringle.cash because we don't do Kringles anymore. So we are SBC. We're the Simply Brilliant community, and Kringle just doesn't resonate anymore with us. So on our dashboard, we have our member count at 5204. It's not going down very quickly, but it's not going up very quickly either. We need to focus on bringing those active members back. And now that we are in the month of May, any new active members that join us in the month of May will be eligible to receive the SBC Gold gift on or around June 1st. So the gift is still available. It wasn't a one-time thing. It's an every single month thing. And the only thing you have to do is get active in your first month, and stay active. Do not fall off. If you fall off, you will not be able to access the custodial wallet, and you won't be able to access the you won't be able to receive any of the gift. So it's very important that you keep active, keep your account active. If you expire and pay a day late, that's fine. We're not gonna penalize you for that. But when it comes to distributing the SBC Gold, if you're not active, it's not coming, and there is no grace on that. So that's just the way that the system works. That's the way you got to understand it. So going in further, we have an update on the Share Bounty program. We'll go back and touch on this again later, but there were 1,372 participants last month, and we have 1,266 participants this month. It is very important that we see these numbers go up. In our system, if we don't, it still says March, I got to fix that, but that was April's count. The number needs to be, we need to have a participation of 1,500. Guys, it's very important that if you want the Share Bounty program to pay off, it has to grow. Every time that the Share Bounty program comes underneath the count of participants from the month before, then the payout is less. A lot of people, there was a higher payout last month than there was this month. A lot of people noticed that. And unfortunately, that is the way that the program has been designed to work. It was intended to grow and grow and grow. And if it grows, you will see your Share Bounty program pay out. Now, we are planning to discontinue the Share Bounty program or temporarily suspend it if we don't see a participation count of 1,500. So keep that in mind. That is not a penalty. That is not, it's just logistically, the Share Bounty program is more trouble than it's worth if we don't really get it up there at the 1,500 count. So let's work it hard to bring the 1,500 members that we need. So it's just a little over 240 members that we still need to bring back into the Share Bounty program, and we still need to keep the Share Bounty program participants that we have now. Moving on. Down here in the second bubble, we have our SBC membership information, and on the fifth line, you will see your SBC Gold custodial wallet. When you click that blue link, it will take you to your custodial wallet, and any deposits that you have will be in there. So it looks like I made a purchase of, I can't tell you exactly, it was either $10 or $100 of SBC Gold in this account, and I received my gift of the 5.0. So it's important, if you want to see your custodial balance, this is where you see it, and we'll discuss how the deposits are made in our blog that we're gonna go through. So here's the updates. We talked about the app, and our Privy Council has had the opportunity to test the app working with the website. Most of them said that it was good. It looked like it needed some more features. Our developer, again, we only have really one developer, and every once in a while he's got the ability to pull in another one. But we have one developer working on that app, and he's been focused on getting our SBC Gold swap working. So as soon as the swap is up, that's his next project. He's been working on fixing SBC coins so that it works with, it overwrites and we can get sbccoins.io instead of Gringo Cash. So there's a couple little things he's working on there. Then he'll return back to getting the swap working. And then after that, we're going to launch the app. Now, what the app is going to do is it's going to give you all of this information right on your phone, right on your tablet, whichever way you go. It'll tell you the current member count. It'll tell you when your payment's due. It'll tell you when you've been paid by the share program. It'll tell you when you've received SBC Gold. It'll tell you the price of SBC Gold. It will also tell you if you've received an instant bounty payment, one of your referrals is paid. It'll give you all of that information so that you don't have to log in all the time. And most importantly, it's going to let you know when there's a new blog. And when there's a new blog, be the first one to read it. It's important that we always keep our information up to date and fresh. So the blog is there, and that's where most of the communication is going to come from. But I had a good and productive meeting with our member helpers. We're going to bring our member helpers back on board and get them the resources that they need to continue to help the community. Had a meeting with the Privy Council, and they're also going to work on weekly meetings, and they're going to relay the contents of the blog. They're going to relay the contents of the founders meeting, and we're gonna keep our information flowing. That's the most important part about what we're doing right now. And I understand that we have a lot of French-speaking members. We have a lot of members in Bangladesh and the Philippines that they don't speak fluent English, and the English accent is very difficult for them to understand. So our members that do understand it well will translate, and there's been a lot of that in the Telegram SBC Founders Group. A lot of our members have stepped up and translated any of the posts that I put in there, and I really do appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Anytime that there's an update, those translates are still available in that blog, or excuse me, in the Founders Group. Our Founders Group is up to 1,568 members. That's also wonderful. And there's every type of member that's in there. There's Privy Council members, there's member helpers in there, there's technical support guys in there, I'm in there, and of course there's translators in there. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about SBC Gold and the blog that I posted earlier. And this basically is just SBC Gold simplified. For each member who participated in the pre-buy, you've received your first deposit of 1/3 of your investment at the initial price of 0.003 and some change per SBC Gold. We know that that price is low, but don't focus on the price. Focus on the growth. We have a plan that will grow the value of SBC Gold month over month. And in August, when you're able to access 1/3 of your first deposit, you will see the value and you'll be amazed. Our strategy of holding on for dear life in custodial wallets does all the hard work for you. Preventing the price from being impacted by rogue members, we have it under control. We'll give you the options to do with your SBC Gold after it has matured, and rest assured, we will also give you the incentives that really work and will keep the funds where they earn you more. So what does that mean? That means that we're going to be able to accept SBC Gold for your KCBO. Now, if you don't have enough SBC Gold, but you have some SBC Gold and you want to use it towards your KCBO, we'll allow you to do partial payments, one payment in SBC Gold, the other payment in USDT. We're going to give you the mixed payment opportunity, and that's going to come in the month of August. It may not be on August 1st because we're going to be doing our distribution of coins on August 1st, but it will be around August 1st, and then you'll be able to use the SBC Gold to pay for your SBCBO. We're also going to talk about another opportunity that is coming with SBFC, and I'll talk about that towards the end if hopefully I'll remember. So in the upcoming SBC Gold swap campaign, we will allow you to purchase in USDT whatever value at the current price. We'll show you what the current price is. That's the market price that's out on the market. And we'll buy the coin through our system and deposit your SBC Gold according to the maturation schedule into your custodial wallet. Now, it's very important to remember that all of these deposits are going into your custodial wallet. The concept of SBC Gold is 90 days to grow. That's what we're looking for. Those funds, when you buy them now, in 90 days, they're going to very potentially double or triple, could be even better. But that is our policy. That is our plan with SBC Gold to make it grow. So it's 90 days sitting in a custodial wallet where it is allowed to mature. And as it matures, you're able to do whatever you want with it. You can withdraw it to your MetaMask. You can withdraw it to your Trust Wallet. You can use it to pay for your SBC Gold, or you can exchange it. And that exchange will all be done through the SBC BO. So we are looking at the best opportunities and options to utilize this coin and let the price grow without impacting the price significantly. Another thing that we're going to be implementing is tier program wallet size. So based on your tier, whether you're SBC Lite or SBC Full, SBC Full and SBC Share are basically going to have the same tiers, but based on the program that you're in, you'll have the ability to expand your wallet's capacity. We don't want to have too many coins in a wallet, so we need to regulate how many coins are actually in a wallet. But don't worry, we'll give you opportunities to be able to utilize that. So when we get those details worked out, we'll put those in the blog. We'll discuss them in the founders meeting. But it's important, and when I go over the tier program here in a little bit, because that wasn't really readily available for us last week. But when I go over the tier program, we'll discuss those options as we get there. So as a member does a swap, we'll cash these swaps and do one large swap, and then we'll go out and buy on the member's behalf. When the buy is complete, your custodial wallet will receive 1/3 of the SBC Gold swap in the first month. 30 days later, it receives the next third, and then again, 30 days after that, it receives the last third, and that's deposited into your custodial wallet. That is what's called the maturation schedule. So when you're worried, when you want to know what the maturation schedule is, it's 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and after 90 days, you can pull out 1/3 of the first, 1/3 of the second, 1/3, and it will grow over the period. So by the time you get to October, you're going to be able to pull out the full entire value of that first deposit. And well, that's assuming that you deposited in May. So remember, it's 3 months out. Okay, so this scenario gives you positive price influence over the next 90 days. Who knows where the price is going to go in 90 days, but with no one selling, it could be amazing. Each buy impacts the price. The larger the buy, the larger the impact on the price. So if we buy $100 at the current price now, it might impact the price by 3% or less. In fact, it would impact the price very, very little, not even 3%, probably quite a bit less. But if we buy at 5,000 USD at the current price, it impacts the price more significantly, and that impacts it in a positive method. So obviously, the larger you sell, the more it impacts negatively. The larger you buy, the more it impacts positively. Simple trading 101. So these factors we'll take into account for the maximum result. And like I said, we're going to do this all for you. We're going to do the hard part. We're going to show you how it's done, and you can apply these concepts in your own trading outside of SBC BO. So the SBC Gold swap, your way to success, frequently, daily if you can, and watch this become an amazing promise for the future. You'll already notice that K-Love and Joy G started with much higher prices. Well, why is that? Well, it's simple. The supply and liquidity were very different when we wanted SBC Gold to follow the norms when introducing a coin. So we put 7 million coins into the swap. We bought 4 million back, and we distributed the majority of those. And this was our strategy. Each of your SBC Gold coins are going to grow in value. So don't focus on the price. I'd focus on the price if it's going up, but don't focus on the price as, oh, the price is so small. Well, that gives you the opportunity to really snag up a lot of those coins. So that's a good opportunity. When K-Love and Joy G were launched, to buy one coin, it was going to be tough. One coin could have been $4,000 at one point in time, and to be able to buy one entire coin, it cost you $4,000. So in this particular case, to buy one coin costs you less than a penny, and they grow. So regarding the gift, I know that it's not a lot, and it was never meant to be a lot, but it is going to grow. It's going to grow right alongside of any SBC Gold purchases or swaps that you make. What you can do to help that process along is to invest in SBC Gold using our swap all along the way. Putting $10 into the system is going to reap you quite a bit of benefit towards the end of its maturation cycle. So in the end of that 90 days, that coin is going to be worth very likely 3 times more than it was when you first bought it. And then you're going to be able to start accessing that coin. So the swap is going to be coming soon. Logistically, there's a lot more to do going on. We had to create the coin 3 different times just to make sure that we could get the functions and features and still that it would be accepted on the Pancake swap. So that's why our distribution took a little bit of time. A lot of things are going to go a lot smoother going forward. And the SBC Gold swap is going to be coming as our developer posted in the Telegram chat. I will go back and read that. I can find it. Okay, so as a friendly reminder, SBC Gold will be going on sale to the community in a week or less. If you're interested in purchasing SBC Gold, then it would be a good time to set aside a few dollars to acquire some. Even $10 is gonna bring you a good return in 3 months. So as many of you have already seen, the price is currently at 0.004 for one SBC Gold. However, this price is going to quickly go up. I often hear stories about how Bitcoin is the place to be and that's where the real gains are. But I would like to give you a quick and simple example of why SBC Gold is the better investment. Let's imagine that BTC is sitting at $60,000 USD. For you to double your investment, to double BTC, it's going to have to move from 60,000 to 120,000. So it doesn't matter how many coins you have. In order for you to double your investment, it's got to go from $60,000 to $120,000. So if you put $100 in there, it's $60,000. The price of Bitcoin has to hit $120,000 before you're going to see $200 in your holdings. So I would like you to ask yourself, what's more likely to happen in the next 90 days? BTC moving from 60,000 to 120,000, or SBC Gold moving from 0.004 to 0.008. That can happen in one trade, and it will. So that's 0.4 of a cent versus $60,000. Always remember to think about the percentage gain, and the percent gain is the key factor, and price simply follows. You can read more details on that in the Telegram chat. I will put it in the blog when I post this video so that I can move on to our next topic. But that is SBC Gold simplified. And once that swap is available, you're going to have the opportunity to get in there and start growing your worth, your value. All right. So we talked about the share a little bit. We talked about how the SBC share program and how it works with the tiers. But I'm going to talk about the individual tiers themselves when we go and we make a payment. So if you go to pay for your account and go to pay with USDT, you have 3 options in the payments system. You have Instant Bounty, which is SBC Full. And Instant Bounty and SBC Full means that the price of SBC BO subscription is $33. $16.50 goes to you as Instant Bounty. $16.50 goes to the admin. And then on the bounty share program, we have $33. 16 of it, or $16.50 goes to the admin. $6 goes towards the share, and $10 goes towards the sponsor in the share program. Now, that $6 that goes into the share goes into a bounty pool, and that pool builds up. And as it builds up based on your position in the matrix and based on how many referrals that you have, those filters are applied in order to get you a part of the share. So our maximum payout in the share program can be as much as $1,125. Our minimum payout in the system is $1.50. So if your position in the matrix doesn't reach $1.50, then the system doesn't pay you out. You've got to be over $1.50 in order for that to work. So that's an unfortunate process of the bounty cycle. But once you hit that 150 and the membership is growing, or the share bounty participation is growing, you can then start to see that amount go up. And unfortunately, for the way that the share bounty program has been working, not many people have seen their share go up, except back in, I think it was January, some members saw their share go up. Even with all the adjustments that we've made, it's a good program. It really is. And if you are if you're just a member that has no interest in being a sponsor, and you want to, have the opportunity and chance to, to maybe get some of the share bounty, that's the program for you. It's an opportunity. It's a chance. It's not a guarantee, but it's an opportunity is really what it is. And then lastly, we have the SBC Lite program. And the SBC Lite program is just the no frills. Some of our members, and I want to speak to the sponsors specifically here, some of our members find it difficult to afford $33. And we understand that as sponsor, it's your responsibility to encourage them to contribute to the SBC full program or the SBC share program. So as a sponsor, if your member is participating in the Lite program, they don't receive bounty. As if they were a sponsor, they won't receive bounty, and you as a sponsor don't receive bounty. And that's the decision that you and your referral and you and your sponsor need to decide on. So the sponsors themselves that are looking for their full participation from their referrals should have a discussion with their referrals and see if they can encourage them to become a sponsor themselves. A lot of our members have no intention and no desire to be a sponsor. They don't want to. They just want to be a participant, and I understand that. And sometimes some of those members can't afford to be a sponsor. And again, I understand that. And that's why the SBC Lite program is there. Now, I know that it's not fair for SBC Lite people to be able to receive all the benefits and rewards and everything like that a full member does, if they're not really out there promoting and they're not recruiting. So I understand that our full members look upon the SBC Lite members a little bit differently, but I encourage you to understand that if you have to be on the SBC Lite program, that should be understood by sponsors, that should be understood by our members, and we should let them make those decisions. Now, encouraging them to be a part of the full program is definitely something that we are going to do. There are lots of benefits to being on the full program. One is that instant bounty. That instant bounty is just 2 members underneath you pay for your SBCBO, and any member that pays, if you have 3 or 4 or 5 or 10, you're receiving $16.50 for each of those referrals underneath you, as long as they're on the SBC full program. Or if they're part of the share program, you receive 10. But still, you should encourage your referrals to be sponsors. Show them how it's done and give them the education that they need in order to be a SBC full member. But again, we give them the opportunity and the option. In the SBC Lite program, the limits that we would likely install would be on the SBC Gold holdings. So as a SBC Lite program member, the amount of SBC Gold that you can have in your custodial wallet will be limited versus what the members in the share program or in the full program can have in their custodial wallet. Now, these limits are not going to be low. They're not going to be restrictive in any way. They are just there for us to account for and keep track of. So if a member wants 10,000 USD and they want to make a purchase of 10,000 USD on the swap, that is definitely going to be an amount that can go into your wallet. We have not set those limits. Those limits will be discussed first by the developer. The developer is going to give me some advice, and then I'll take that advice to the Privy Council, and then we'll discuss with the Privy Council what those limits will be. But my encouragement to you is, if you can afford the SBC full program, get on the SBC full program. You're going to have the full benefit of SBC Gold at that time. In the SBC Lite program, you're still going to be able to use SBC Gold, but the amount that is able to be held in that custodial wallet will be less than if you were on the larger plan. So move to that program as soon as you can, as soon as you're able. One last thing I want to say about these tiers is, if you are on any of these programs, if you are on the SBC Lite program and you want to be on the SBC full program right now because you have referrals underneath you that are getting ready to make their SBCBO payment, you need to get yourself on the full program first. We can't switch you from the Lite program to the full program after your referral is paid. So if you are a sponsor and you have referrals underneath you that you want to receive the bounty from, you need to move yourself to the SBC full program as soon as possible. So as soon as you make that move, you'll be moved up to that tier, and you'll be able to receive the bounty. Now, what I want to mention is that this right here is my account status, and it says that I'm paid up to 2024. I did an advance payment. This, doesn't really apply to everybody, but let's just say that my payment is due on May 24th, and I'm on the SBC Lite program, and one of my referrals comes in and makes a payment, and they're on the SBC full program. So they're paying bounty, but I'm not able to receive bounty because I'm on the Lite side. So if I make a SBC full program now, my extension for my payment will go out 30 days. So it's not like the share program where you still have to make a payment every single month regardless. With the SBC Lite and the SBC full programs, you can make multiple payments. You can make advance payments into the future and put yourself on the higher program tier. One little caveat that you might notice is, if you've paid the SBC Lite program fee and it extends your SBCBO into the next month, you're going to get that 30 days regardless. Same thing with the SBC full. So don't worry about if you're making a payment early, it's just going to push your expiration date out another 30 days from where it's at. So if I made a payment early, I would have 30 days plus the next 9 days. So I'd have 39 days before I need to make another payment. So just keep that in mind. That's how the payment system works. It extends your expiration. All right. And the last thing that I want to address is cash centers. It has come up and it's come to my attention that some of our cash centers are charging way too much for SBC BO fees. The original admin Jack had set a guideline for that. I think that it is, if someone wants to pay the SBCBO and you're charging them $40 for the service, $40 USD for the service, that's understandable. That is fair. And that's expected. If a member doesn't have cryptocurrency and they don't have the ability to make SBC subscription fees payments on their own, and you're assisting them with that, that's perfectly fine. $40 is fine. But twice the fee is not fine. I have been told that someone is charging $70 for the subscription fee. $70 for 1 month. That is absolutely not cool. And any of our members that are doing that, if we find out that those members are doing that, we're going to have to address them, because that's greedy. that's not helping your fellow man or your fellow woman, that's not helping your fellow person in the community, don't do that. $40 is relatively the max. If you have justification for $45 and your referrals or the people coming to you with a cash center request is okay with that, then that's fine. But they should understand that the fee is $33. If you're not telling them that it's $33 and that they're paying a small convenience fee on top of that, that's just, let's be good to everyone. Let's be good to each other. I was flabbergasted when I heard that. So please, cash centers, two things: don't overcharge, and for goodness sakes, if you accept cash from someone, make their payment. I had another one that came to me yesterday that said that they had paid a certain sponsor, assuming that sponsor was also a cash center or something of that nature. But regardless of whether they were a cash center or regardless of whether they were a sponsor, if your referral pays for their account, you need to pay that account. That is, it's not cool. It's very bad if you don't do that. So just a message to our sponsors and our cash centers: if you receive someone's money to pay their SBCBO, be honest and do that properly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say let's stop the recording, and that's the end of our founders meeting for now. Again, we're not going to do any Q&A. If you do want to do Q&A, go under our blog and go to the founders Q&A. As we discussed last meeting, there's information here on what to expect. There's an email address. We've already received 3 emails, and I will be addressing those Q&A questions this week, hopefully by Friday. But if you have any questions that you would like to ask in a Q&A format, be as detailed as possible and send your email to foundersqa@sbccoins.io. And I will be happy to reply back to you and tell you that we are going to address your Q&A question, and we'll let you know when the blog is posted that has the video for that. An update from my developer: the payment system is now fixed. So if you've been having issues since we switched SBCcoins.io and having a problem with the payment system, at that last page, it is now fixed. So MBA, you should be good with that. Any of our esteemed Privy Council members would like to make a statement or say anything for now, that would be good. And I'll turn it back to you, MBA.
All right, thank you so very much, admin. Great updates there. By the way, thank you. And the developers, they are doing a great job. Can do some payments now, no stress. We have Alexander. I don't know if Alexander wants to throw a comment, but if it is a question, then I'm just going to mute. Alexander, you want to say something? All right, Alexander.
If not.
Okay, we have Augustine. Hello, Augustine.
Thank you very much. Greetings, CJ, and greetings, house. I hope today I'm coming out very clear. Hello? Am I being heard very well?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I don't have anything much to say, but admin, I recall when you were talking, you said that you are going to talk briefly about SBFC at the end, and you said, I hope I will remember. So I'm reminding you.
Yes, you have reminded me. Okay. So yes, so we are planning to finally launch SBFC as very similar to how we launched SBC Gold. So we've learned a lot of things about how we can control the coin and make sure that the coin is utilized properly. Same thing with SBC Gold is. So we've learned a couple of things along the way, And we're going to be, before August, we're going to be launching SBFC into the pancake swap, and we're going to have all the systems in place for doing the exchanges and doing the buying and utilizing that as a agent coin. So what an agent coin is, or what the agent program is our agents are members who have signed up to commit themselves to go out into their communities and go out into the world and do goodwill events and perform goodwill efforts out there. And a lot of our members receive donations, and a lot of our members have received SBFC specifically, through the Share Bounty program and other things. So there's a lot of SBFC out there, and we want to utilize that. Now, SBFC, we're going to set the price on that coin, and when it goes to the market, when it goes to the pancake swap, we have to find the proper way we need to hold that price. So if we say that our membership is $5,000 and the price of that coin is $30, we're going to find a way to lock that coin in between $30 and $35. So that's the plan. And then as we reach 7,500 members, price of that coin goes up to $35. And then as we reach 10,000 members, the price of that coin will go up to 45 or 58. I had a chart for it, but those numbers are attainable numbers, and we're going to find a way through our process that we're using now to stabilize the price of that coin and have that exchangeable within our own system. So what that means is that maybe not in August, but maybe in September or October, you could very likely be able to use SBFC for you could swap it for SBC Gold. You could swap it for your SBC BO fees. You can swap them in and out. So that's something that I'm working with a developer on. But we're going to make SBFC a very usable coin. We're just going to flip how it is funded. So SBFC is going to launch at very likely $30. It'd be great if it could launch at $35. If our membership got up to 7,500 before we're able to launch SBFC, then that's what we'll launch it at. We'll launch it at $35, and we're going to maintain that $35 price point on that coin. So we have an idea of how to do that. It's most likely going to be a little bit of an experiment, but my developers and my crypto advisors are telling me that this is definitely something that they know that we can do, as long as we keep control over the flow. So obviously, custodial wallets are out for SBFC. Everyone has SBFC out in their wallets. So we still have to find a way to manage how that coin operates. But yes, there's going to be an update to SBFC, and the only thing that I'm asking is give me some time. We first need to launch our SBC Gold swap, and once that swap is in place, then the developers are going to finish up the app, and then from there they need to work on being able to accept SBC Gold for SBC BOs payments. And somewhere along in that line, we will have a working plan for SBFC. So all of you holders of SBFC out there, my recommendation to you is to, you can grab it while it's at the price of $30. It's very simple. There's a benefit to buying it through our system. So if you go to the donation page and you donate $10, you receive $20 in SBFC. I mean, it's amazing. So if you have that expendable cash and you want to get yourself in on the opportunity, and the buying process for SBFC is currently up there, and you can still donate to the active agents, and those agents will definitely receive and appreciate your donations. So that's the update for SBFC. Augustine, do you have any other questions or anything else you want to address?
Thank you so much. I like your explanation, and it went well.